Good evening and welcome to Wild Fans Live here on Sunday, the 19th of January 25, with myself and, of course, Paul. Paul.
Yes, I am here. The good-looking one is here.
He is there.
Well, and the other good-looking one's on the other screen. Anyway, guys, welcome to Weather Fans Live, as Michael says, on this 19th of January 2025.
Yes, I've just noticed your little thing behind you on there.
Oh, yeah, I put that on YouTube.
Oh, is that okay?
Yeah, I paused it on YouTube, look.
Oh, fair play.
Why not? We're on YouTube.
Why not, indeed?
It's a magic. It's one of them perpetual circles. You know, it is what it is. But yes, welcome, guys. Wow, we've got loads of comments at the moment. Wowzers. Just trying to keep up with everyone. Yes.
So the first person to come into live tonight was Soot. Oh, Soot.
Was it?
Oh, Soot Shooter.
Soot Shooter. Got to be a
good evening to Chris A.
Who says TikTok's been done in USA?
Yeah, I've seen that come through in the last hour. Laura Johnson, good evening to you as well. Thank you for joining us on this Sunday evening.
And thank you for the comments about my car as well, Laura.
Good evening to PJ, Paul James, one of our spanners. I miss you guys on GovStream. I don't know if that's referring to us or somebody else in the comments.
Mike was.
Yeah,
I went on first, and then Michael took over.
I was a bit late into the stream.
Yeah, I turned up at first half. Michael took over. I says you took over for the second half of the stream. But yeah, thanks to Gav for the.
Yeah, I was with my daughter. Then we had the shopping turn up as well.
Typical.
Yes. What else we got? We've got Matthew in with us. Frog legs, Matthew.
Frog legs. Ribbit. Excuse me. Why is it showing up? Go away.
Good evening to Lee Stevens. Just give me a second. Just got itchy nose.
And I've got a glass of, say glasses, huge mongers pint glass of lemon and lime.
I've got a bottle of watermelon Volvic.
Oh, that's actually quite nice, if I'm honest. So yeah, we're going to have a look at the 12Z runs, have a look at the ECM GFS. I'll be looking at the ECM AI one as well. So I'm going to show that in my first half because that's started to come more online. So I've not seen the GFS AI yet. That is one that I'll look into and possibly bring on the stream. But it's always good to see what computers are doing against what human/computer input is doing as well. See if they're kind of married together or not. Yeah, so we'll have a look at the potential for storms on Friday, as mentioned in GavStream, and on Sendits as well. Obviously,
it's going to be a quiet start to the week, but it's going to turn much livelier. We could even look at the Weather Prediction Center from America to see what's causing it and how long it's maybe going to last.
Yeah, good. I mean, we could get a taste.
Look downstream to what's going to affect the stream.
I mean, we could be affected in a very small way by it, but in a more broader sense, we are going to be affected by it. It's just what America's going to get will impact us downstream towards the end of the week, but some of that air may come towards us, so we will see. I even got my
awakening of the Atlantic.
I am so unprepared today.
Coffee.
Right.
I'm doing my coffee and Ben as well. Ben Enty, thank you for joining us this Sunday evening.
Diddly, 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 dee. Right.
Good evening to Steffi.
Evening, Steffi. Evening, Mace.
Did we say Steffi? We haven't done this playlist for a while.
We really can't we can't really leave Michael out of the asylum, can we? Where he goes, I go, kind of thing. Yeah, evening, Steffi. I'm just opening all my tabs because I'm so unprepared. I'm just currently.
I'm just looking through the comments at the moment, see if else is coming.
Stop, just off Australia.
Good evening to James.
Look at that.
Good evening to the Spanner, James. Thank you for joining us this evening.
I say he's been doing a good job for us in the background with the trailers. He's been mustering up on Discord. So yeah, thanks, James.
Sure, I've not been on Discord I haven't been on Discord since I think before Christmas at least. I need to put my head back in there at some point.
If I'm being honest. Not at the moment anyway, because storm season's really not kicking off yet. Excuse me.
I
am.
What we know, we're probably
about 6 weeks in.
I think now, 19th of January. About 6 weeks to start storm season 25.
Yep.
We're just hoping it's not as shite as 24.
That reminds us about 24. I'm optimistic. Let's just put it that way. I'm very optimistic. Well, actually, we might even have a look at the JMA 6-month thing towards the end of the stream.
But if we could get a nice warm spring, then it'll give us a bit of a boost ready for the summer.
Yeah, definitely, mate.
I could actually have a look at the ECMWF, see if they've got like a monthly thing as well.
Yeah, I've got the that reminds me actually, ECM. There we go. I'm just playing around with my tabs in the background. Like I say, I'm so unprofessional, it's unreal. Anyway, so yes, welcome everyone. Hope you've all had a good week as well. It's been quite benign, really. It hasn't been that transition into more warmer air has been really, really slow, and it's been cold for the last couple of days up here in Yorkshire.
We've picked up a bit of a continental airstream, haven't we?
Yeah, so we've had a lower air coming in off the continent, and the upper air is still potentially warmer than what it is at surface. I mean, it was about 2 degrees up here today, so yeah, it's been different to what it has been. The gloom hasn't helped either, as many people have noticed that anticyclonic gloom's just not budging yet. But we will see towards the end. That warm air never really came. I agree with you there, Laura. It hasn't. It never really
maybe
turned
for like a day or so. Then
Yeah.
it just they made the cloud, didn't they, for most of the week.
Yeah, I think Wednesday was nice. I mean, I went to pick my car up on Thursday and it weren't too bad. So we will have a look at that. We'll have a look on the extended. Yeah, we'll have a look at them in a bit anyway, Michael. I've got the weekly means and pressure and stuff like that, so we can have a look at them. Yeah,
That's what I
we're
mentioned
going to
about
enjoy
the
the darts.
darts, actually.
I was going to say we are going to enjoy the darts in a moment. Dart warblers.
Yeah, I've actually got a dartboard just there. Look,
Oh, nice. 20's not in the right
it's on our
position,
stands.
though.
Sorry?
I say your 20's not in the right position, though. Should be dead top centre.
Oh.
What does it matter
It would be
anyway?
if I did a map. It would be if my laptop was at an angle.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. It's almost from whose Discord server, Sue? I don't think you moved from our Discord server, from Weather Fans. Yes, so we are at 8:10. Have you got the?
What do you want to look at first, Paul?
Yeah, I was going to say, have you got the current weather? Like the temperatures and whatnot?
Yeah, I can bring that onto the screen once my brain tells me where it is. There it is.
Trust me, guys, when you get to our age, our brains start to go. It's like the progress bar. It's like buffers.
Yeah, was it 8 days? Yeah, 8 days ago since I've turned the magical number of 40.
Jesus Christ, Michael.
Turned 40 last Saturday.
I was going to say, it was my dad's birthday, then he was 70. I'm 45 this year from the sins.
Nah, they're like a day past 52.
Thank you very much. I do
Yeah,
age quite well, don't I? So yes.
No, that should be on the screen.
It is, mate. It is.
Right, let's take us off the screen to give that more of a full screen. Audio copy, I was 41s.
We were all 41s. Some days I feel like I'm 70, trust me. Just stop cam, there we go. Brilliant. So,
right, the latest temperatures. This is up to 8 minutes past the hour of 8 on this Sunday evening. And we've got a maximum temperature of 10 and a minimum of -5. So your 10s are currently clicking to there at across southwest, actually. Kerry Airport, Roaches Point, St Mary's in Scilly. There's a Sicily, that's Italy. And the Isles of Scilly, Shetland Airport, Sherkin Island, and Valentia. So all of them are currently reading 10 degrees. And we've got a minimum of -5 degrees at Aboyne. And just a quick scan across. Let's go from southwest to so we've got North Wyke at 4 degrees. Shefner at 5 degrees. Where's Plymouth at 4 degrees? Let's head across the bottom. Boscombe down at +2. Thorney Island at 2 degrees. London City Airport at 3. Norwich at 3. Through into the Midlands. Birmingham Airport at 2. Lake Verney at 0 in North Wales. Liverpool Airport at 3 degrees. I actually had a nice trip up to Liverpool yesterday. Then it came back with a Scouse accent.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Do you know what the first 3 letters of the Scouse alphabet is?
No, go on.
It's A-A-A-B.
A.
And what the Scouse horses eat? A. Anyway, let's crack on before I get thrown off the live. We've got Lakenfield at 2 degrees. Teesside at 1. Spedidum.
Spedidum, yeah.
Spedidum. That's a cheese, isn't it? 0 degrees. We've got Edinburgh Airport at 5 degrees. As mentioned, Aboyne reaching a cool -5. Kinloss at +2. At Nahara at -3. Let's go back down towards Ireland. Lough Fee at 6 degrees. Mount Dillon at 8. Athenry at +9. And Moore Park at 9 degrees. So that's the pressure over the UK. We've got high pressure set more towards the south of the UK. Got lower pressure up towards the northwest. We'll have a look at the wider picture in just a moment. And I think I'll cross it over to Paul.
Hello.
If he's ready.
My name being told. Bear with me. Kind of boo-booed. Stay with. Sorry, mate.
It's all right. I'm just going through the comments. Oh, good evening to the best of Sweden. Thank you for coming in, my friend, on this Sunday evening.
Right, I'm back. Right, get rid of that. Cool. Right, I'm back. Yeah, so where were we? I kind of got lost. I do apologise.
We're currently doing a live here on this Sunday evening on the Weather.
I knew I was meant to
channel.
I did remind people that my brain is like a progress bar and it keeps buffering.
It's doing something.
It's like the buffer wheel, you know. Sorry, I've muted my camera. I do apologise. So, right. So, yeah, kind of benign at the moment, isn't it? Oh, naughty. So, no, actually, ding dong, spanner alert. So, yeah, currently we are in between low and high, aren't we, really? More under the influence of that high that's over in Europe. But that's going to move away. Yeah, see you later. There is an imposter among us.
So
yeah, I'm going to quickly spin over to. I want to have a look at this AI. I'm not a fan of AI personally, but I'm starting to get used to it. Present. I was going to say scared screen, but share. There we go.
So yours, you're now on full screen.
Brilliant. Thank you, my friend. So, yes, guys, this is the Weather Outlook. Brian Gaze, I believe, owns this website. And this is the ECM AI model. Obviously, everything's been taken over by AI at the moment. Also helps with the algorithm. This talking point. But as you can see, this is from midnight to midnight today. So I think there's only one run of this. And this is just showing. So have a look at the precip. You can see there. It doesn't show too much, but this is up to Tuesday. A little more cold front on might be. I'll have a look on the fax charts in a moment. You can see a little spin up low there to the southwest, sorry, to the southeast even. And then you've got this front, which is going to move in overnight Thursday and into Friday, which is an association with a deep area of low pressure. You can see there, look, moving up. So this one is actually moving up from the southwest and actually moving across us by the look of it. If I go to the mean sea level, so if I go back, that some models are bringing it towards the west, which I'll show in a moment. But this one is bringing it straight up the Irish Sea, which is pretty much where Storm Dara went in December, at the beginning of December. And this one is kind of.
Hello, I'm Dara.
Storm Dara.
And welcome to
The little bugger he was. That one's going down to 964 millibars, which is quite deep for this time of the, well, you know, for the UK, it is quite deep. I've seen some that were suggesting it going down to 943 millibars, which is really, really rare for this country for it to go that deep. But as you can see there anyway.
Did you just say 943?
943 millibars.
Blimey.
Yeah, I think I shared it on our group during the week. It was a couple of days ago. I think it was on the GFS. But depending on how much cold air comes out of the US and how much warm air is moving up from the tropics, it's like I said before, it's like when you're pressing a hose on the end when the water's coming out. Obviously, the water's coming out at its own rate, but you apply some pressure to that from either side, which is much like the jet stream. You will get a speeding up, and this is what happens. You get deep areas of low pressure, and then we'll just keep moving on because that's what we can do. And there's another low just moving up to the northwest. Could bring 40-50 mile an hour winds there. Let's have a look, see if we can check the wind. So yeah, these are the mean wind speeds. So possibly add another 20, 25, 30 mile an hour on there for gusts. That's on Monday. So I'll just roll back to Friday. It's not really showing gusts there. So this is 12 o'clock on Friday afternoon, showing the strongest of the winds in association with that low. It's always on the southwestern flank of the low pressure, so like on the south and the west. That's where all the winds are generally the worst when you're looking at these. So when you look at a pressure chart, so I'll just go back to that. There we go. You'll always find the winds in the southwestern quadrant are the worst. I know people have been asking me to explain pressure charts and stuff, so I'm just giving you a quick look into how we look at weather charts. Anyway, when you see a pressure chart, southwest quadrant will always be the strongest of the wind in association with that low. Obviously, under the low, there's no wind, or very little wind anyway, just like it was on Storm Dara. That was an example of a proper extratropical low. Yes, this is generally what is going to happen for the next few days, according to this AI model anyway. So yeah, that's a 946, possibly a 943, going up there towards the northwest. Once again, as you can see, strongest of the winds across Scotland, possibly into the northwest of England, northeast of England. Obviously nearer to that high pressure, 1,000 millibars there. The winds are a little bit lighter, but with that low showing up on Monday, Tuesday next week, it's pushing through. I would imagine the jet stream is somewhere probably running right over us with that one. I don't know what Michael thinks about that.
I can bring the jet stream up in just a moment.
Yeah, cool.
GFS.
There's another one moving in for Wednesday of next week. So Wednesday the 29th of January 2025, showing another low. So we've got one on Friday, we've got one on Monday, we've got one on Wednesday. So it's like one every other day. And as Gav rightfully said on his live stream earlier, there is potential for a couple of these to be named. So I would imagine the one on Friday, which I'll come to in a moment, will be Storm Irwin.
Oh, excuse me, I do apologise.
Storm Hiccup in Michael's case. But then we've got high pressure moving in towards the end of, the end of January and February. High pressure there, just building to the east. So it'd be like pretty much what we've got at the moment with the anticyclonic gloom. There won't be no real beast or alt like that. There's nothing really showing. I mean, there was to start with, but at the moment, there's no indications really showing that there's going to be a beast from the east yet. So Excuse me. That is the end
What,
of
the
the
pest
AI
from the
model.
west?
Yeah, it's the pest from the west. So I'm going to go back to the general AI model. The general model from the ECMWF.
Just to pause you just for a second.
Yeah, sure, mate.
I've seen it on the screen there. The next. Have we had Flourish yet?
No, we're on iWin, which is next.
I win. So next one will be Floris.
Yeah, then the one
So next two is
probably
Floris and
Monday,
Gerben.
Tuesday next week could be Floris, and then maybe Gerben. So they're going to be your next three, as Michael just pointed out. So
let's back to you.
Thank you. Let me just go see if I can get into this model. There we go. So this is the high-res model from the ECMWF, European Centre for Medium Range Weather Forecasting, that stands for. If anyone wanted to know that for next year's Christmas quiz, yeah. I want to pull up Europe and then precept type, boot to that. There we go. So this is the, like I said, the high resolution model from the ECMWF. See that high pressure over towards Europe, building across Greenland, out towards Iceland as well, and then leaking back over there in towards Europe. That low that's currently to our northwest will slowly diminish, slowly start filling. Does come close towards us for Tuesday. This could be a little pest down towards Spain and Portugal, possibly into the Med as well. We'll keep an eye on that one. And then, as you can see, that low that's currently our northwest, we're in a bit of a cold there. So high pressure, low pressure, low pressure. That's what we mean by a col. We're stuck between two areas of high, two areas of low, and we're slap bang in the middle of it. Brilliant.
It's like a no man's land of weather.
Yeah, basically. No man's land of weather. So I know we do mention that a lot, so quick explainer. There's actually no man's land there, really, isn't it? Bit of a pesky low there, bit of an upper low, moving through the channel. I don't think there'll be anything too untoward with that. Hang on. Might be, actually, because you've got a bit of a southerly on the back edge there. There might be a couple of thunderstorms in that, but I wouldn't think anything that will.
I don't think there would be, personally.
No,
because
anyway, they're going to be across the crossing Europe, if anything. I mean, you seen one on a group the other day. They crossed into Italy.
Yes, like a named storm over towards Italy.
Yeah,
and there was a heck of a thunderstorm over the heart of Sicily.
Yeah, so that low that's moved up from the southwest, so down here towards Iberia, then loses its identity a little bit, but then re-emerges up there towards the Baltic Sea, starts to re-deepen. So, yeah, there's that low that moves in for Thursday, which just comes up against the high pressure and just dies a death, really. As you can see there, just on the left of the screen here, this is the low which potentially storm iWin.
Floris.
I'm 70% confident if this one does brew up the way it's going to be, it will be named. Go on, Michael, sorry.
I was going to say, it's not Gerben, we've had Gerben, it'll be Floris. Sorry, not Irwin. It'll be Floris next.
Yeah, so this one will be iWin because we haven't had iWin yet. So this one that's brewing up to the left, this will be your classic right entry, left exit, low pressure. So across the jet stream. Michael will show that in a moment. And as you can see there, that is classic left exit, low pressure. Lots of wind there for me and Gordon and any other storm chasers that we'll be chasing, more than likely. that really does deepen up towards Scotland there, and then just starts to fill. It goes into Norway and Sweden. There's a little mini low, well, upper low here for Sunday, which could bring some showers into southern parts, possibly the Irish Sea as well. And then we've got another one there. Look, that's a deep, deep, deep low pressure.
Lord.
That will be Floris.
Well, so how deep, how far into the Atlantic it is,
Yeah.
it may not be named if that was to come off because of
how far away it is.
Yeah.
If we get impacts, I mean, it's showing snow here. Look, I'm going to zoom into your UK now. Precip. Damn. Sorry, let me go back to precip type. So if I want to try and zoom in, bear with me a second. There we go. I don't know if that's showing better. Yeah. So you can see on there that there is some white there, look, across like Northern England, into the Midlands, East Anglia, up towards Scotland as well. Personally, I would think it would be over the high ground.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, if I'm honest with you.
We'll have a look at that as well with Michael in a moment. But yeah, this may, I mean, I'm just going to quickly check if it gives us any wind. There we go. It's going to be very hit and miss, this one. That's going to, it depends how far away it stays, really, doesn't it? Let me just unzoom this a second. Right. Whoops. There we go. So yeah, the winds will mostly be out in the Atlantic, as Michael just said. Yeah, it's
still about 8 days away. Anything could happen between now and then.
This time last week it was showing up easterlies, remember? So yeah, I mean the lows that have been showing up for Thursday, Friday have been quite consistent. They've been showing up for about a week or two, but they've never really pushed the Atlantic in the way that they have in the last 3 or 4 days. So I'm just going to quickly go back to Europe. There we go. And there's another, as I've mentioned on its stream as well, a daughter low there, which means it's like the spawn of a, you've got the parent low up here. We call them daughter lows or secondary lows. Where
just 2 things to point out. We've got a guest just come in.
Hello. Evening, Gav.
I've lost it. Where is it?
He's lost his thing. Oh.
And also,
I Mr. Nodrog.
I was just about to say, also, the boss of Weather Fans is in, the main man himself. It's good old Storm Chaser Nodrog.
Evening, Gordon.
Good evening, boss. The jet is going for a 235 mile per hour towards the UK.
That's the. Well, sorry.
We'll take a look at that in just a moment.
Yeah. There's some truth to that, but Michael will explain more in a moment. Yeah, so as I was. So, yeah, this is Saturday. Actually, I looked at this. Just roll it back. So, yeah, this is Friday. So, this is a potential for Storm Irwin. Like I was saying.
No, we've had Irwin.
No, we've not had Irwin.
I thought we had.
Nope, we've not had her yet. It was a very close call on that big storm that went through on New Year's Day. Very close call for Irwin. Just going to quickly have a look at the Met. Just to clarify Storm Centre. No, if you roll down from that page on the Storm Centre, you know,
I'm not on the Storm Centre, to be honest. I'm actually, I've had this on the system since the start of September.
Let me copy and paste this into our green room chat for you. Paste, send, brilliant. Right. So I've just sent you the link across, Michael. Right. So as I was saying, so this is Saturday, then Sunday. This is Monday next week. So like we say, it's going to be very, very, very close with this one as well. This could be Floris. If not, then this Dortolo that's spawning up on Tuesday could be. And that is going to drag in. Ooh, I want to quickly zoom in on that. We'll have a look at this in a moment on the with Michael. But yeah, that could be a little troublemaker for the south and southwest. There you go. So this is the Dortolo more close up. See there, that's the mean wind. So you've got to add on at least 20 to 30 mile an hour on top of that for the gusts. So this could be a little trouble causer. Possibly 80, 90 mile an hour winds.
Yeah, obviously, I said we're still talking 8-9 days away. So
yeah, this could be more north, more south. Might not even exist. Like Michael says, we are still a week and a bit away from it, but you can see the tight gradient there across southwest England up into Wales. Just move this forward a touch. Oh, why does it keep doing this? Go there. There we go. That then moves out in towards Yorkshire, so around the Humber, Lincolnshire. They'll get some spicy winds, to say the least. That then moves away quite smartly. So that does move across rather quickly for a week on Tuesday. I'll just quickly move on. There's another low moving through on Wednesday. Not as troublesome, though, I don't think. Maybe 50, 60 mile an hour winds. And then another low there towards the south, not really doing much. And then the winds turn into the northwest as high pressure builds in. So we've got a good, possibly a week and a bit of spicy weather, as I like to call it, according to the ECM. So yeah, that is pretty much what the ECM is saying. Like I say, the weather is pretty benign at the moment. It's not really worth having a look at the UKV, but I'll quickly run through it. It's pretty academic, really. You can see all that anticyclonic gloom going into tomorrow, temperatures. Like I said, under the cloud, 4 or 5 degrees towards the west, where the wind's coming in. You're looking around about 7 to 9 degrees. Scotland actually a bit colder than it's been recently. Precipient cloud, move across. So yeah, these could bring a few snow grains maybe. There's some actually up here today. Maybe the odd snow shot, rumble of thunder maybe, who knows? As that reinvigorates a little bit. It comes up against the high pressure. Let's keep moving. And this is when the Atlantic starts to move in. There we go. That's Thursday. So, yeah, this could be a little bit squally. Looking at that, could be some potentially 50, 60 mile an hour winds. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, so on that squall, see if it organises. Not really, but that's the start of the Atlantic starting to come in, is Thursday. So, yeah, so this band here will be the arrival of what is to come for a good week and a bit, according to the charts. And there is what is potentially Storm Irwin, snow across Scotland, southern uplands, possibly northern Pennines. Look at the wind gusts. Woo! Hello, baby. My eyes just lit up, as you could tell. Yeah, so this is the end of the run. You've got 80, 90 mile an hour winds out towards Scotland and the northwest. Like I said, a few of them are bringing it out in the Atlantic. Sorry about that. A few models are bringing it straight across the UK, so it is going to be worth watching where this low goes in the next few days. Like I said, ECM straight up the middle. The UKV, as you can see, is keeping it more out towards the west. The UKV hasn't been the best model. I believe the Arpege has been better in forecasting at long range. But there we go. This is the Arpege. Just quickly going through. That one's bringing it. There we go. So that will go with the Arpege. If that was another 12 hours ahead, what are we on? 12Z. So this time tomorrow will give us a good idea on the Arpege, which way it's going to go. That's the French one. I don't think the icon goes out that far. Nope. Hang on, icon EU. No, this I'm a meteorologist. There we go. So if I go UK, go to precip type. There we go. So this is the German DWD icon. And that's showing the worst of the wind more up towards Scotland. So this is what I was mentioning about. There's a lot of variation in the model output at the moment. So as you've seen, ECM and Arpege are going for more of a southwest northeast approach, whereas Icon UKV are going more towards the west. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to bring, Michael.
Yeah.
You want to take over from there? Do you want to run through the comments, maybe?
I'll just go straight onto the facts charts.
Yeah.
Oxy's food on the chat at the moment.
I know. I just said, Gav just put spicy weather, question mark, question mark. Yes, spicy weather.
I was going straight into the facts chart. This is from the good old Met Office. This is from 6 o'clock this evening. High pressure set towards the east of Europe. We're dragging it this southeasterly off the near continent where it's cool at the moment. As Paul mentioned earlier on, we've got these two lows out towards the west, and it's more or less, well, it seems like we're going in between them really in the next few days. So I've dragged it forward 24 hours. Still got high pressure just about hanging on for dear life. We've got the slow pressure up towards northwest and towards the far, far southwest. Bring that forward into Tuesday itself. And we're seeing a weather front crossing the UK, bumping into this high pressure, so it's just going to be more starting with death. Could be some spots of rain, maybe one or two flakes of snow, maybe above the high ground. But with this, it's looking mainly cloudy as we are right now. Through into midnight on Wednesday, it's looking very messy, really, with these two low pressure systems weakening. Still potential for some spits and spots here and there, but things are starting to brew out towards the eastern side of America. Oh, we've got issues with this here. It's already Thursday, Thursday 23rd, midday. We're under a ridge of high pressure still, but look what's brewing out in the Atlantic. We've got a 959 low out in towards the mid-Atlantic. But this is what we need to keep an eye on. So let's get straight away to the jet stream and show you what on earth is going on out there. So this is the latest from the GFS from midday today. And here's the jet stream, which is getting pushed towards the north of the UK with this high pressure set over Europe. We've got an arm going towards the north of the UK and another arm heading towards through the Mediterranean and North Africa. But what you'll see as we move towards the end of this week, we start to see a powerful jet coming out of America. with a cold plunge coming down across the US. And what you expect to see in a moment is these streaks turning into a really white, powerful jet stream. And there we are coming out of the US. And we can take a guess where that's heading towards. So we're not talking 170, 190. We're in the pure into the whites. We're talking at least 220 to 250 mile per hour wind speed of jet stream.
Suits me, sir.
So if you know anyone flying from America to the UK, they'll be a lot quicker than you expect. If it's the mother-in-law flying back, unfortunately, she'll be going back quicker than you expect as well.
Riding the Atlantic Express.
Yep. So any low pressure systems that develop in the Atlantic, if they cross over this, as we're seeing, they're just going to spin up that quickly. And it's just that potential. We've got a stip here as well. Another arm coming out.
So I'm just doing what Gav said. That'd be the theme from Jaws.
And that's going across the UK still through into the start of next week. And we've just got this train of powerful jets coming race across the Atlantic.
Couldn't need more than high pressure to get rid of these ones.
And even towards the end of the run, start of February, there's another powerful arm of the jet coming out of America. So as far as the latest run from the GFS, let's have a look at the 6 o'clock, see if that's still...
It's a storm chasing wet dream, that is.
So there's that powerful arm coming out of America through Wednesday. Then we get another one through into Saturday. Then another one through next Tuesday. And that's kind of like maintaining really through what we know, days 10 to 14. Another powerful arm coming out. Followed by another one. So it looks like you could be in for a bit of a turbulent period between now and the end of the month at least. In the terms of pressure charts, let's see what the 12 o'clock run is showing with these. I'll just bring on the sea level pressure charts. Again, I mentioned about that high pressure sat over towards Europe with these two lows heading towards the UK, but filling as they do so, not producing too much. But as we head towards the end of the week, we'll start to see the jet stream intensify and start to pick up these low pressure systems. So just watch this one down here. So 1,060 millibar. And as it crosses that powerful jet, we see that dartboard form. So that down to at least 960 there, 956 and the rest. So if that was to come out, we're looking at probably likely gale force winds. We'll have a look at the pressure chart. Then we've got this another low coming out of America, race across the Atlantic. That's staying out towards the mid-Atlantic, but we still have that influence of that very strong southwesterly flow. The winds put from the southwesterlies are probably looking at temperatures of about 13, 14 degrees easily. Probably won't feel that in the strength of the wind. Then another low pressure mosaic forming in the Atlantic, brewing up for another one. Then a ridge of high pressure. Then we've got this other low as well here on the first.
Night, Gav.
Good night, Gav. Thank you for coming in.
Indeed.
And that's just maintaining more gale force winds potential. Let's have a look at the wind gusts for the UK with this latest run. So obviously everything's very quiet as we speak.
I know.
Try to clear that banner for 5 seconds. So let's bring that through. So we're under light winds for the rest of this week up to Thursday, really, where and pick up a little bit.
Guys, come closer. Look at this.
Then Friday morning, potentially. Obviously, it's still to be firmed up yet. Gale force winds coming up across the southern areas.
I'm looking. Oh, I am so close to the screen right now.
So we're looking easy gusts over 50, 60 mile per hour, quite widespread on Friday.
The main low. Look at that.
Then also like a weather front will be passing through, turn the winds lighter behind it, but the winds will really start gusting across Ireland, potentially reaching 80, 90 miles an hour. So that would be a named storm by the Irish Met if this was to come off.
Yep.
And that crosses in through into the Irish Sea. So for the likes of, especially like Northern England into Scotland, potential gust 70, 80 miles an hour.
And the rest.
At least. Then we've got, I was like, maybe a weather front crossing, which keeping the winds strong over parts of Scotland and Northern England through into Saturday. Quietens down for a time before, guess what happens? Another spell of wet and windy weather crosses, winds in excess of 50 miles an hour. Say 50 to 70, maybe 80 miles an hour. Widespread on that one on Monday. Brief respite, and guess what? Another feature coming up. More gale force winds. So we'll just maintain that brief respite before another deep low comes in, potentially in what we're looking at 11 days' time, maybe 90 to 100 mile per hour wind gusts for the Outer Hebrides there, and windy across the UK. Brief respite, and guess what is coming?
Another one.
Respite. So, really, at the moment, as it stands, staying fairly quiet up to Thursday before the winds start picking up, and looking at spells of really strong winds going forward. Just going to have a look at the this morning's run. Bring that through to Thursday. So what does that low do on Friday? Quite similar to this afternoon's run. That's looking very stormy there through Saturday night. Sorry, Friday night to Saturday. Potentially up to 70, 80 miles per hour across the UK itself. That'll cause some disruption.
There's no one for Monday. Oh, that could be more potent, that one.
Looking quite nasty, so.
Yeah, North Wales again. Like it was during Dara. Dara was more northerly rather than coming up from the south. And there's that door to
thing is, whoever gets weakened by the first block of winds will take much to cause another bout of strong winds again 2 days later.
It's going to be a relentless barrage.
It's going to be a very turbulent spell of weather coming. Another potential spell of gale force winds there. Maybe again. It's looking like that for the rest of the model run. Just going to come off subject just for a second. We'll have a quick look at the strats and see what's going on there. So it's warming. No, it's just the PV still going strong there. So no signs of any SSW. So look at these temperatures. Let's bring it up to latest run. So temperatures through tomorrow, again looking at mid-single digits across much of the UK. Through into Tuesday, again around about the same, maybe 1 or 2 degrees higher towards the south coast there. Through into Wednesday, again we're looking temperatures not that great, but just slightly below average for this time of year. Around about 4 or 5 degrees across the board. Then the air starts to stir up as we're coming into Thursday. Temperature's still around about where we are from all week. Then it's going into Friday, where temperatures start to rise as the Atlantic starts to make its way in. So we start to see some double-figure temperatures across much of England and Wales. Potential snow there for parts of Scotland. And through into Saturday, when the rain clears through, temperatures back down to where they have been for the rest of this week. Then we should get another southwesterly push through into Monday. Temperatures again into double digits. Then beyond that, we'll see a bit of cooler air. Then temperatures back up again. So it's just your typical zonal weather, really. Temperature will rise for a bit, and drop away once the cold front comes through. Looking quite mild there for Thursday the 30th. Temperatures up to 14, 15 degrees. Depending if you're getting the sunshine, it could be maybe 16, maybe 17 degrees with a fern effect. But there's your cold front coming through into Scotland. So Thursday at 12 o'clock, we're looking at about 12, 13 degrees for the parts of Scotland. A few hours later, starts to decrease down to 7, 8 degrees. That cold air moving back down again. So yeah, it's just your typical zonal weather, really, isn't it, Paul?
It is, mate.
The Atlantic starts to come in.
Yeah, I've just been having a look at the ECM. What's it called? The weather regime's probabilities. The ones I usually show. Were we going to show? We're going to show the mean sea level pressures and stuff like that for the next few weeks, weren't we? We'll show them in a moment.
Yeah, and just have a look. Let's go central with this. Let's have a look at the West Midlands. See if that does bring up the wind speeds.
Bear with.
Oh, that's not the one I'm after.
These are the ensembles graphs. Yeah, that might be better.
That's what I was after.
There we go.
So that's the air pressure.
Quite a lot of scatter on that one, but
this is obviously for the West Midlands. I'll do Scotland as well in just a moment. So obviously high pressure in charge and slowly leaking away. The potential for some 2 storms really, and to about 980, 970. So the 20th coming to the 25th. So that'll be Friday, Saturday, and that'll be Monday, Tuesday as well. I said there was a bit of scatter there. There was actually one of the runs there, even the control run with high pressure bats moving back in 1040.
Indeed.
Let's go for the slide. Where do we go?
So a bit further north. Southern Scotland, maybe, because I'll show where if the high pressure is going. Sorry, the low pressure even is going that high up. What the central pressure will be. I think I had it early with Aberdeenshire, or somewhere toward the west, maybe even Ireland. There we go. So that's even showing a uptick.
Yes,
but that's got a lot more.
There's one out there for at least 950 there.
Yeah, so that's showing
970, 960.
Yeah, it's showing the lower pressure up towards the northwest, isn't it? Well, that's got a lot more agreement. The scatter's a lot more tightly packed, isn't it? So that's showing that low going down to about 960 on the control for Friday.
showing about the same. So I've got Cumbria up in the north.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. That's a bit more in agreement. That's down to 962 roughly.
Yeah, there's a few there, 970, 960s.
So it's showing it's going up in that kind of direction.
So that control run's still showing high pressure building back in.
Yeah, it did show that on the ECM and all the other models as well. Like towards the end of next week, the high pressure moves back in. Bear with people.
Let's have a look. See. No, I thought my likes of Belfast or Glasgow and that's around that.
It won't be. If it's towards the west, then.
Also, I've got the Western Isles. There we go.
There we go. I'll give you an idea. That's going down to about
960, 950 in a few.
Yeah. That'll be worth watching. I think it's just not agreeing on where it's going to go because it's so far out. I mean, we ought to be feeling on the day it turns up when it forms. It's not even really formed yet. So till it forms, we don't have it on how the jet stream behaves. We don't know really where it's going to go. So yeah, that's the temperatures. Western Isles hovering around
about 5 to 10 degrees.
Yeah, around about 5 degrees, isn't it? Between 5 and 10. Excuse me.
There'll be a lot of precipitation coming through as well. A lot of spikes there.
I'm going to say to be expected with quite a few spicy low pressures coming through.
Even towards the central areas.
Have we got Cornwall on there? Adam's asking.
Cornwall, yeah.
Cornwall. I'll have a look at that for you, Adam. That's a good call, mate. It's a long way down. There we go, Cornwall.
A lot of precipitation spikes there for Cornwall. So we've got the pressure.
Yeah, pressure is what we want to look at. Yeah. About 980.
About 980, 970. Obviously, like the low pressures are going towards the northwest of the UK.
Yeah. I wouldn't rule out some naughty weather looking at that for Monday next week. Not this Monday coming, like the week after. There is a particularly potent low pressure showing up on the charts. So if the first one doesn't get you, the second one may do.
Again, temperatures ranging between 5 and 11 degrees, roughly.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't show like wind.
Yeah. Really looking on. Let's have a look. Wind gusts. I've got them warm. I'll just have a look at the DWD icon one. Oh my God, you may need to go away with this one. I was showing it for yesterday, was it? No. Well, hang on, let me just refresh this. Yes, from today. Oh.
Do you want to share it to the screen?
Yeah, if you just screen share it. There we go.
Yeah, it's on the screen there.
Right, so this is the German model. So this is the DWD icon. There we go. Right. There we go. That's at the end of the run. This is a 12Z run. And it's showing towards Northern Ireland, possibly into Western Scotland as well for you, James. Oh, close on 90, maybe 100 mile an hour. There are some showing 114, 110, 108, not far off the Western Isles. So yeah, like I said, this one's bringing it more up. just skirting. But I've, like Michael was just shown with the Jetstream, it's going straight across us, or it doesn't seem to go in that direction. Go back a couple of hours on that one. So, yeah, towards Cornwall even, you're looking 60, 70 mile an hour on Friday morning with this model. And that brings the wind in really, really strong, 60, 70 mile an hour over the hills in Northern England, maybe even 80 in Cumbria. And even stronger still across Northern Pennines, Lake District possibly, the Fells, Southern Uplands, 80 mile an hour. Like I say, Western Isles, you're knocking on the door of 100 maybe. Yeah, that's just one model. We'll quickly go to Arpège, see what they're giving, if they're giving us anything. No, it isn't. Like I say, I think this one's just ever so slightly away from it. UKV, I think I showed that earlier. Oh, great. So Romain, nowhere near it yet. GEM, there we go. I'll have a look at this, then I'm going to quickly show the... have you got the ECM ready, Michael?
I don't.
If you haven't, I'll take it on. I've got it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll take it then. So these are the mean wind speeds for this coming week, according to the GEM, which is the Canadian model. That shows that little low moving through on Thursday across the south, possibly 50, 60 mile an hour gusts. And then you've got the main low moving in. Mean wind speeds 40 to 50 mile an hour out towards the west. You can see there, this is also showing it out towards the west. Even in the Irish Sea, 50, 55 mile an hour gusts. Mean wind speeds. So you're looking at 70, maybe even 80 mile an hour gusts. And then we've got this moving over towards the northwest, still again in Irish Sea, 50, possibly 60 mile an hour mean wind speeds, which is your 1 minute sustained wind speed. So yeah, you could be looking 70, 80 mile an hour in the Irish Sea, possibly, like I say, up to 100 up towards Scotland on these runs. And that moves away. We get a little bit of a lull before the next one comes in on Sunday with this one rather than Monday, with some really, really spicy wind gusts sail up through the Irish Sea, 60 mile an hour wind speed, sorry. And then, these are more northern tracking, these ones. And then another one for Wednesday of next week, which could, looking at that one, be another potential spicy low pressure. Like GEM, UKV, and I think it was Arpège. No, was it Arpège?
Sorry, I've just seen a comment on the.
Yeah, go for it, mate.
James saying, Matthew, have you built your new fence yet? If not, hold off until spring. Yes.
Yeah, I'd hold off for at least a week, maybe 2. So yeah, this is the Canadian model. It's
at least 2.
So these, like I say, the GEM, UKV, and the DWD icon are all going more towards the northwest, so out towards Scotland, Northern Ireland, Western, the Republic of Ireland, with the most wind speeds. But it's not to say that the wind speeds aren't going to be more windier further north, further east. So towards Irish Sea coasts, 50, 60, 70 mile an hour gusts. Up towards Scotland, Northern Ireland, 80, possibly 90 mile an hour, depending on how quick the deepen, how the jet stream behaves. The cold air hasn't really set in enough to affect the jet stream yet and spin up them lows. So, as I said earlier, until we see them lows spinning up on the right-hand side of the jet stream to cross over and interact and drag that air down, we really can't say for sure what the winds are. That's me talking on a meteorological aspect. Yeah, So I was going to go to the ECM. So this is the weather regime's probability. As you can see, up to around about Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, we've got high pressure in charge. So we've got a 50-50, which is what I was on about the col. Here we've got no regime, which is the grey one. We've got there, which is NAO negative, which is an easterly wind coming in off the continent. And we've got a block, which is what we're under at the moment. And then that all changes from Friday, which is when that low pressure barges its way through. Got even stronger signals here for Monday. So it's about a 75% probability even, because it's mathematical, of it happening there. Look, so 27th, that's one day to watch. Next week, like I said, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, kind of in that windy regime there, up to about 60%. Then I say there's a 75 probability that there's going to be a deep area of low pressure on Monday the 27th. And that ekes away as that high pressure rebuilds towards our southeast, I think it is. With this, comes Sunday, there's 3 days of no regime really there, so there's no clear signal of what will happen. And then low pressure, it's going to flip flop. It's going to be, between low pressure and high pressure. Could be one of them for the next 2 weeks, maybe, according to this. Obviously, subject to change, what happens this week. And then strong signals after that for high pressure rebuild with a block. So nothing really showing for anything coming in from the east. More of what we've got at the moment with this. But like I said, card subject to change. That's all the way into March. I'm just going to quickly go back and have a look at the mean. Sorry if I'm just going a bit too fast there, folks. So this is the 2 meter mean temperature anomaly for this week coming up. Pretty much average, with a hint of just above average over the mountains of Scotland, which is possibly the Föhn effect. Move on. Oops, it's gone one too far, that. With this one, this is Monday the 27th to, I believe it's the 3rd of Feb. Got warmer than average temperatures, not by much, only by a couple of degrees, which would indicate southwesterlies. See there, low pressure, colder air, moving back in. Go one forward. So this is the 3rd to the 10th of Feb. Temperatures still above average. So, like I say, there's nothing really indicating that there's going to be an easterly at the moment, and that just fades out. But temperatures all the way into March are showing above average. We go back from there. We'll have a look at mean sea level. So once again, from the 20th to the 27th, is this low?
That is a low, yeah.
Low, yeah. I'll have to look at the legend over here. Doesn't really say, but hey, yeah. So obviously, this
as low, about as defined as you could probably get.
Yeah, deep as you can get there. Got high pressure there. High pressure squeaked out more towards Russia and Siberia. Low pressure more moved towards the north with the 27th to the 3rd of March. 27th of January to the 3rd of Feb.
What month are you in?
You are, mate.
What month are you in?
I don't know. Sometimes my words come out quicker than my brain can engage. I do apologise.
Your brain thinks it's in bloody spring already.
Yeah, I want the warm weather to come. That's what it is. Because I'm so used to forecasting in spring and whatnot. With this, you've got high pressure more towards the south, low pressure up towards the north, typical westerly regime, really. With that one, you've got high pressure centred over Europe. Could bring a long fetch southerly there, up from Iberia and Africa.
With that setup, mate, with the constant quite cool still, probably just struggle we've got right now, really.
Yeah, I think over like we've had for the last week, the warmer air will go more north. Whereas if you're under the influence of the higher pressure, it'll be just gloom like we've got. But it might be a bit warmer, but like Michael says, if you're under the low, under the high even, it will be cool. So with that, and there we go, that high pressure expanding. So that could be a really strong high pressure there for the 17th to the 24th. And even highest, that's what we want really, especially going into spring with the days getting longer and air warming.
Again, as Gav says, the devil's in the detail. It could be under an inversion.
Yeah.
It could be foggy and cloudy.
Gloomy like it is at the moment. But on the flip side, if the winds are, that's more going towards the north as well. Obviously, the winds circulate that way. So, yeah, like Michael says, the air could still be, probably will be colder across the continent. And, yeah, cold. But we'll have to see. We do want high pressure to build in, but we want the sun and we want the heat so as it can get trapped in the air, in the ground, in the air as well. Give us some nice flashy boom booms. That's what we want. Copyright Weather Fans 2024. Anyways, where are we? So let's have one look at the precip, and then I think we'll start closing the show down.
Indeedy.
This is for next week, so Monday the 27th. Let's go back. So end of this week, the rain, obviously, as you can see there, starting to come in. Around about just above average.
If you go into the bottom, if you go along the bottom tab there, that one there, yeah, that's it.
There's the legend, not the gladiator, by the way. He's just.
I watched that last night. It was good.
I did as well. It was very good. It's good to have Atmospheres back as well.
Yeah. I saw it now. I thought the ground was a bit too slippy for it, really, but there we go.
Yeah, it's a different arena. Was it? No, I think they did do it at Sheffield Arena in the original one, didn't they?
No, it was Birmingham, the National Indoor Arena. Yeah.
Damn.
The National Indoor Arena in Birmingham, it's Gladiators.
With John Fashioned on it. And
the great late John Sachs.
Indeed.
Who we lost back in August.
We did. But Mark Clattenburg's doing a great job. He's filling in his boots really well. Anyway, back to the weather.
Yes, back to the weather.
Speaking of gladiatorial contests.
Ooh, big word.
Big word. I swallowed my dictionary today, don't you know? I'm feeling very bibliographical. Anyways, yeah, so this is the 27th to the 3rd of Feb. I did say Feb this time, not June or August.
Whatever month of year it is for you.
Yeah, whatever month of the year it is, it's still crap weather. The rain and wind probably more towards the west on this one for the 27th to the 3rd. So this is the 3rd to the 10th. Not much of a signal, but that would indicate we're under high pressure, really. As we saw earlier, it's starting to build in by then. So drier than we're pretty much on average with this, but I would say
it's probably a transitional period.
Yeah, I'd say it's more of a no signal than transitional, but we'll see. Drier towards the east with this one, so that could indicate possibly drier air maybe, rather than crap that we've got at the moment. But we'll see. It's still a month away. There we go. Drier than average. So this is about 10 to 30% below the 10% average. And then there we are towards the end of the run there, 24th of Feb to the 3rd of March. Pretty indicating that we're under high pressure. So I think he's quite confident that we're going to go into a period of high pressure again with this.
We shall see.
Hello. Hi. We're still on air, by the way.
Yeah, going to screensaver mode.
Indeed. So, yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone. As you can see, we're in for a pretty spicy week or two. Thursday, Friday, then possibly Sunday, Monday, and then Wednesday next week. And then everything seems to calm down a little bit after that. But of course, I myself will most likely be out if there's anything nearby, maybe even cross over the border if I can get through with my dodgy passport or dodgy visa.
Your county passport.
Lancashire. That's if I get me book passed, stamped by Gordon on the way in. Yeah.
So if you like your calm weather, make the most of the next 3 or 4 days, but things are going to turn more lively, shall we say.
Yeah. In terms of what you've just said, Sue, I would wait until maybe the 10-day trend or the deep dive on Tuesday. They may issue the yellow by then if things are looking the way they are.
Yeah, it was actually mentioned earlier on while you was chatting. I reckon the Met on Tuesday will issue yellow warnings.
Yeah.
Because if they know it's going to happen and uncertainty, they'll release early yellow warnings. They probably won't be till maybe late Wednesday, early Thursday. If they do name the storm, if it's not them, it'll be the Irish Met, depending where that low goes.
Either way, it's the Irish, the English, and the Danish. Is it Danish? No, yes. Netherlands. Yeah, so it's the Danes.
Also, not Dane. Yes, it's Netherlands. Yes.
So
the World Meteorological.
That's our naming convention group.
Well, fair enough. I can bring that up right now.
Brilliant.
There we go.
So, yeah, I did mention this a couple of weeks ago, I think. So these are the, there we go. So ours are the blue one. So we're under the Met Office, Met Aaron, and the KNMI, which is the Netherlands Meteorological Service. The northern ones are obviously the Norwegians, the Swedes, and the Danish. And southwestern, which they might name that low pressure on Thursday, is it? Wednesday?
I don't think they will, to be honest. I think it's more affecting Ireland or the UK.
Yeah, there was a small low that moves up through the Bay of Biscay and into the Baltic Sea. There might. It's going to be very, very things. You've got Meteo France. You've got I don't even know what the Belgians are called. Anyway, yeah, Meteo France is the main one anyway for the Southwestern Naming Convention group. Yes, so like I say, deep dive on Tuesday with the Met Office is going to be one to watch. They will give more in-depth information. Obviously, keeping contact with Gav's live streams and videos in the next few days. And I don't know if Send It will be posting some stuff out as well.
I honestly don't know, mate. If I'm honest with you, you're probably more than I do.
Know more about Send It than we do. I know he lives down the road in Barnsley, so.
Does he?
Yeah, he just lives down the road in Barnsley. I'm in Dewsbury, so I'm about 3 junctions up from Barnsley.
Yeah.
I'm at junction 40.
Ask him if he wants to go on a storm chase maybe in the summer.
Yes. So, brilliant. So, I get to give my new car a stretch on Friday, hopefully.
Yes.
Fingers crossed. So guys, that's us done for tonight.
Let's go through the comments now.
Well, as always. Yes, thank you.
Thank you to our mods this evening, PJ and James. We couldn't afford PJ and Duncan.
Yeah. Well, PJ Nodlog for a bit.
With Gav as well in the background.
I mean, I'm on about in terms of spanners. Saying that, when I lived in the northeast, I nearly went to Biker Grove, but can't get anywhere near it now. In Castle.
Going down.
Cool. So raincoats. Don't bother with your umbrellas because they'll just end up down the street. Same with your beans.
Yeah.
And your
hoods will be stuck We're stuck down with the wind.
There'll be Flying Fences Friday, as Max Velocity would say.
So that again.
Flying Fences Friday, and tossing trampolines on tall trees.
Thursday.
Yeah. And so yeah, that's what they tend to call it over there in America. Obviously, we're not them. We like to nick some of their stuff. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Been another great stream. Like and subscribe. Obviously, join the Weather Fans Facebook page. We are working on our social media accounts for March. We'll give more information when we get to that.
Yeah, we are actually working behind the scenes, ready for Storm Season 25. There will be a special live, but the date will be confirmed close to the time. We'll confirm it perhaps by middle of February.
2025, bigger, better, stormier.
If Mother Nature allows it.
It's up to Mother Nature.
We keep talking about Storm Season 24, which wasn't really much of a storm season at all.
Yeah, Storm Season 24, better, best forgotten. There's one for you, Rachel. And Michael as well, because he knows his steps.
Oh, yes, it was definitely better, best forgotten.
Yeah, 2024 was better, best forgotten. Like I say,
here and now, it could be. Here and now for Storm Season 25. Let's hope it's a better one. As I said,
I want the
more details will come out in the next 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, the months we want to be most active are 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Do you recognise this person?
Hello, Tiff. If it better not be Stormy Farm. Yes, I know, Tiff. Sorry, my niece and my upcoming storm chaser. No female storm chaser up and coming. That's what we want. More females out there storm chasing.
Indeedy.
Rather than us blokes, those old crusty blokes. It's good to see actually some young storm chasers coming up as well. And
like Steph, call it a night.
Steph's already said it.
Yep, I've seen it. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you next Sunday night from 8 o'clock. Don't forget to join Gav on his live on Wednesday and next Sunday as well.
Yep.
And don't forget to tune in to Send It. Paul will know more about that.
I don't know anything about it. I've only just subscribed to him. I do apologise, but I've only decided,
I'll give him a shout out anyway.
But
thank you all for watching. Good night to you all. And we'll see you next time. Ciao, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Shall I press that button? Oh, hang on. I'm going to press the wrong button. I'm almost ended the stream without the outro.
1, 2, 3, go.
I need to find it.
Damn it. It's not working.
There we go. I'm going to press the end stream. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.